What a fantastic movie. If you had to describe it in one word, what would it be?
Polarizing.
Roller coaster.
You can't describe it in one word.
I think once you describe it in one word, it puts it in a box.
Yeah.
And right now, one battle after another is in a whole desert.
Hier ist Bob Ferguson. Ich war Teil von French 75. Steve Lockjaw hat gerade mein Haus gestürmt. Und beim Leben meines einzigen Kindes, ich kann mich nicht erinnern, was die Antwort auf Ihre Frage ist.
When I saw the movie, I immediately had the feeling that a lot of themes it addressed feel more relevant today than they might have when you were shooting the movie. How would you look at that?
Absolutely the case. You know, it's interesting to think about an original concept like this, Paul taking on issues that I think are holding up a mirror to our society nowadays, dealing with extremism on both sides, but he wrote it almost 20 years ago. And he has this line in the movie where he's like, 16 years later, very little has changed. And these concepts, I think it's very interesting that they're coming out at this time in the world that we live in, a world of miscommunication where people don't seem to understand each other, but he does it in such a hilarious, entertaining way that doesn't feel like there is a political agenda involved whatsoever.
Ich brauch dich, Bruder. Sensei, 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 bitte.
Mut, Bob. Mut.
Das war's schon? Mut. Verdammt nochmal! Viva la Revolution!
There is something about this movie that is similar to Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove. The fact that it's kind of like a satire to the contradictions that we're living in, whether it was the Cold War or it is now 2025, does have a feeling like that, where you get to laugh, where you get to think, where you get to see the absurdity of extremism.
You know, like, it just feels good to see a movie so human and like so raw and really deep and dark topics while being able to laugh through it, but also being able to give you action. Like, it's so many things.
Du musst wissen, Willa. Mom und ich waren krass unterwegs und haben üblen Scheiß gemacht. Wir haben sie geschnappt und jetzt jagen sie uns. Es tut mir leid,
ich wollte das alles nicht, aber jetzt sind die Karten eben so für mich gefallen.
Nicht die Karten fallen nicht, die Würfel.
Dad, was ist los mit dir?
What Paul Thomas Anderson movie made you think, okay, I gotta work with that guy?
Boogie Nights for me. I mean, I saw Hard 8 early on. I thought it was fantastic, but that's when he really went into another echelon of being a filmmaker that just stood out for my generation as one of the seminal artists of his time.
You were once considered for the lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Punch Drunk Love, I guess, for me.
First one that comes to my mind is always Boogie Nights.
At our age, it's just like we had no business watching Boogie Nights. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so good.
Paul, it's incredible how he can do movies like Boogie Nights and The Master or
Phantom Thread.
There Will Be Blood, Phantom Thread.
Yeah.
And then come out and do a movie like Licorice Pizza or One Battle After Another. It's just, they're just so different.
Movies can be good, but when you see his attention to detail and his dark humor, and you understand that he is like a master chef and a mad scientist, and it's something that you want to be a part of.
It's your first feature film?
Yes.
What was it like to work among such Hollywood heavyweights?
I couldn't have asked for a better group of people because Paul is just such a kind and trusting individual, and he picks everybody by hand. And more than anything, getting to feel the love from everybody on set, from legends like Leonardo DiCaprio, Paul Thomas Anderson, Teyana Taylor, Regina Hall, like, list goes on. I just felt so much love and so much support, and I think that that was the biggest blessing, and I'm so grateful for that.
Leo, you have now actually worked with every great living Hollywood director right now. Is there anyone left on your bucket list?
Oh, there's plenty. There's plenty of great talents out there. Who would I like to work with? Damien Chazelle's one, another fantastic director. It's a director's medium at the end of the day. I love being an audience member and being immersed in the world that they create through their scope, through their eyes, see the detail and the thought that they put into these films. So that's why I've focused on trying to work with directors of that caliber.
Keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me.
Jo, sag es. Sag es, Baby.
Hab dich lieb, Bob.
Ich dich auch.
Weißt du, was Freiheit ist? Nichts zu fürchten. So wie Tom Cruise.